previous video, we looked at the basics of solving one-variable equations. Today, let's take this a little further, and let's look at solving different types of one-variable equations. Here is an equation. 2x is equal to 4. Now, in order to solve this equation, we have to find what's missing, or in this case, what the value of x, our variable, is. So how can we do that? Well, to find the value of x, we need to keep x alone on one side of the equal sign. So let's start by writing this equation again. In order to keep x alone on one side of the equation, let's take 2 to the other side. Notice that 2 is multiplied with x. And anytime we take a constant or a variable to the other side of the equal sign, the sign becomes the opposite. Since we're multiplying 2 times x, if we take 2 on this side, we would divide it. So, x is equal to 4 upon 2, or x is equal to 2. Let's look at a similar example. 5b is equal to 50. In order to solve this equation and find the value of b, we need to take 5 to the other side of the equal sign. So let's rewrite this equation. Here, 5 is multiplied into b. So when we take it to this side of the equation, we will divide it. So b is equal to 50 divided by 5, or b is equal to 10. Now let's spice it up a bit. 6m plus 10 is equal to 46. Now this equation looks a little complicated to solve, but let's take it one step at a time. Let's start by writing this equation again. When we're solving equations that are similar and look like this, we start by taking any constants that we have to the other side of the equal sign. So, let's start by taking positive 10 to this side of the equal sign. So, 6m is equal to 46 minus 10. Notice that when we took positive 10 to the other side of the equal sign, it became negative 10. So the sign became the opposite. Positive, or addition, became negative, or subtraction. We can rewrite this as 6m is equal to 36. Now, remember, to solve this equation, we want m to be alone on one side of the equal sign. So let's take 6 to the other side. Since 6 is multiplied into n, if we take it on this side, it'll be divided. So m is equal to 36 divided by 6, or m is equal to 6. Let's look at another example. 4a plus 2 is equal to 38. Let's start by writing this equation again. Let's start by taking the constant, positive 2, to the other side of the equal sign. Notice that when we took positive 2 to the other side of the equal sign, it became negative 2. So 4a is equal to 38 minus 2, or 4a is equal to 36. Now we want to get a alone. So let's take 4 to this side of the equal sign and divide it. A is equal to 36 divided by 4, or A is equal to 9. Let's look at another example. Here's another equation. Notice that in this equation, the constant term is negative. 7d minus 2 is equal to 40. Let's start by writing this equation again. Now, let's take this constant term to the other side of the equal sign. Here, negative 2 became positive 2 when we took it to the other side of the equation. So 7d is equal to 40 plus 2, or 7d is equal to 42. Now, let's take this 7 to the other side of the equation. Here it's multiplying into d. So on this side, it will be divided. D is equal to 42 divided by 7, or D is equal to 6.